The Batman is dead. Long live the Batman. Ooh, welcome back guys, it's Raw Geek here. Yes, it's official, Ben Affleck is done playing the Batman. We kind of thought this might happen, but you know, it's still a bit of a shock that they didn't continue with this version of Batman. I thought they were trying to get the DCEU back on track, but lately some of the things we've been hearing, it just sounds like it's a complete mess. Now, the animated movies that DC put out are excellent. I watched them all and I think they're really good. But the DCEU is so subpar compared to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's actually laughable. I'm sorry if you're a DC fanboy, or if you really like DCEU, that's fine, but you know, if someone was to tell me that they thought it was as good or better than the MCU, I think you've been smoking crack. But I have liked some of the DCEU movies of late. I mean, Wonder Woman was good. I actually personally like Batman vs Superman. I know that it was, you know, a bit of a split sort of a feel about it. And I was kind of looking forward to seeing Ben Affleck as the Batman again in his own standalone movie. But he's not going to be doing it. It's also kind of weird that they're not using Jared Leto for this Joker movie. When they had Jared Leto in Suicide Squad, I thought maybe that's the DCEU one. And then we heard about this Joker movie, and although he looks great, you know, as the Joker, it could be really good, you kind of thought, well, why is it not in the same universe? It just seems kind of bizarre to do other sort of spin-off movies which aren't connected to what they're trying to do with the DCEU. Like, focus on that. Now, by all accounts, Aquaman seemed like it was a pretty good movie, went down quite well. I've not actually seen it yet, but you know, I've heard some good things. It's just an alright movie. We've also got Shazam happening, so 2 Captain Marvel movies in 2019. I personally don't like the kind of cheesy look that it has. I kind of prefer how Shazam looks in the comics. He looks pretty gritty, you know, but you know, it could be a really good movie. And then we've got this Birds of Prey movie which is coming out as well. So they've got Harley Quinn again as Margot Robbie. So where's Jared Leto as the Joker? It just seems weird. And we also knew that James Gunn was sort of taking on some DC movies after Disney kind of let him go, and he was going to do Suicide Squad 2. And we thought that could be pretty good because, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy was a brilliant movie. But now it sounds like it's not actually a sequel to Suicide Squad. It's going to be called The Suicide Squad, and it's a reboot with mostly new cast. Warner Brothers has announced that the title is officially The Suicide Squad. This isn't really a sequel. It'll be a reboot that brings in mostly new characters. So that's okay. If it's new characters, then it can obviously still be the same universe, because the original Suicide Squad villains are running around doing whatever. So that's okay. So, you know, in my opinion, that's not really a reboot. In all likelihood, Margot Robbie will be back as Harley Quinn, so that will explain why she's in that other movie. And we can all see Will Smith reprising his role. Blah, blah, blah. How's that a reboot? So this is why it gets confusing, because, you know, you've got these movies which seem to be spin-offs, and then you've got some of the original cast returning for a reboot, and then you've got a new Batman coming, even though Ben Affleck was actually alright as Batman. And it's like, is that new Batman just the same character that Ben Affleck was playing, but a new actor? Or is it a new Batman? We know we've got a Wonder Woman sequel, and I've heard rumours that they want to do a third one, so it just all seems a bit of a mess. Ben Affleck originally signed on to write and direct The Batman, a standalone Batman movie film set within the DCU, in addition to reprising his role. However, Affleck chose to remove himself from the creative role, and now Affleck has officially exited DCEU. I mean, part of me thinks, well, it doesn't really matter. If it's a cool movie, it's a cool movie, but I like when there's a universe, a built universe, and you know that the characters you see there can appear elsewhere, and the things they do in their movie have an effect in other movies. I don't know, guys. What do you think? What movies are you looking forward to? Wonder Woman, like I say, I thought was really good. So Wonder Woman 1984, pretty good. If the current Justice League, and Justice League I thought was terrible, but there you go. If the current Justice League lot are all going to go and not be in the DCEU, you kind of think, what's the point? I don't know. Shazam looks a bit cheesy, but it might be a fun movie. Joker, I just don't understand. It is intended to be the first film set in a series of DC-based films separate from the shared DC Extended Universe. So why do that? I don't know. Birds of Prey, DC Super Pets, which is an animated thing, The Batman, and The Suicide Squad. Both, you know, I mean, well, there's quite a few movies in 2021 there. What do you think? What are you looking forward to? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think they just need to kind of reboot and start again with the DCEU? Or a new DC universe? Do you think it's good having these other film series that aren't part of the DCEU and just complicates things, and it'd be better just to be in one thing like MCU have tried to do? Let me know down below. But anyway, Ben, thanks for your efforts as Batman. You know, I thought you were okay. I thought you were pretty good actually. I quite like the Batman in the DCEU that we've had in the recent few movies. So yeah, thanks like I say, and see you soon. But we won't. So guys, if you like that, please click like, make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, I'm Batman. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.